This is Ben McGahee with Yamie Chess. I'm going to be your math teacher today. Yamie Chess is the math learning aid based on classic chess that helps students in math and science education for school. In this lesson, we will learn about even and odd numbers. Even numbers are the numbers that end in 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. And those digits, 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8, are actually even numbers as well. So even numbers can be divided into groups of 2. So for example, if you have the number 6, then it can be divided into 2 groups of 3. Or if you have the number 18, it can be divided into 2 groups of 9. Also notice that the number 10 is even because it ends in the number 0. And we have the number 22 is even because it ends in the number 2. So those are even numbers. Now the odd numbers are numbers that are not divided evenly into groups of 2. So there are numbers that end in 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. And those numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, are odd. So a couple examples of odd numbers are 37, because it ends in the number 7, and 41, because it ends in number 1. So those are even and odd numbers. Now where do we see even and odd numbers in the real world? When you're driving down the street and you see the businesses and you see the houses with their street address numbers, you notice that maybe the even numbers are on one side and then the odd numbers are on the other side. So that's a way to organize where certain businesses and houses are located. So that way we can find where we're going. Okay, so we have 3 problems you can try here on your own. The first problem says to list all the even numbers in this set. So we have 10, 25, 37, 44, 89, 108, 123, and 156. So list all the even numbers in the number set. And then number 2, I'm going to find the odd numbers in that number set. So we have 52, 75, 94, 111, 238, 349, and 466. So find all the odd numbers in that set. And then problem number 3 says the business has a street number 1279, which is located on the left side of the street. On what side is the business with a street number of 1560? So on what side is the business with a street number 1560? Given that the business has a street number of 1279 and it's located on the left side. So I'll give you time to work on the 3 problems. Feel free to pause the video or rewind if you need to look over the difference between even and odd numbers. And then we'll go over the answers. Okay, so let's go over the answers to these 3 problems. So the first problem says to list all the even numbers in this set. So even numbers, if we can recall, they're all the numbers that end in 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. And so all the numbers that end in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. This would be, let's see, 10 would be 1. 25, no. 37, no. 44, yes, ends in 4. 89, no. 108 is yes, ends in 8. 123, no. 156 ends in 6, so yes. So all the even numbers in the set are 10, 44, 108, 56, 156. Okay, so problem 2, we want to find the odd numbers in the set. 52, 75, 94, 111, 238, 349, 466. So now the odd numbers are numbers that end in 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So 52, no. 75 ends in 5, so that's 1. 94, no. 111 ends in 1, so yes. 238, no. 349, yes. That ends in 9. 466 ends in 6, that's even. That'd be no. So we only have 3 numbers that are odd in this set. 75, 111, and 349. And the last problem, we need to find what side of the business is the straight number of 1560. And we notice that the business has a straight number 1279, which is located on the left side of the street. And what kind of number is 1279? It ends in number 9, and that's going to be odd, right? So we know that the odd numbers are going to be on the left side of the street. Now on the other hand, we have business with a straight number of 1560, and we want to know what side that's located on. So we have 1560, and that ends in the number 0, so that must be even. And we notice that even and odd numbers are located on opposite sides of the street. So if the odd numbers are located on the left side of the street, the even numbers must be located on the right side of the street. So this business with a street address number of 1560 must be located on the right side. Okay, so let's take a look at our answers. So for number 1, we had 10, 44, 108, 156. Those are the even numbers. For 2 was 75, 111, 349. Those were the odd numbers. And then the last problem, number 3, street address number 1560 was located on the right side of the street. This is Ben McGahey, and I want to thank you for watching this video lesson on even and odd numbers. Please stay tuned for more lessons on YamieChess.com. Have a great day.